Rohm, Nrav. Let's go.
Round begins in 3, 2,
Yeah, start on the red player this time.
fight.
He gets the spawn close to heavy, below heavy. So both players just immediately rush towards their item. Not gonna risk any shenanigans here. And now, Rohm could be punishing the pickup. And I like the use of the turret. This is not to do damage or get information. This is simply just to block rockets. So you can pick up the lightning gun without, like, getting completely destroyed. Now Rohm is trying to defend the rocket launcher. Is not gonna be able to. And I think they're just gonna trade weapons. Oh. Rohm, fortunately for Nrav, didn't find the rail angle. Rohm is also out of position. Eats 100 rocket for his troubles, and now losing both major items and his life. Nrav gets frag number 1. Opens it up with the rail of the spawn and back-to-back rails. Nrav, after a very, very slow start, nobody risked anything. Rohm just took his heart and ran through the TP. Oh, this is hurtful. The rockets could have been smashing already, but in the end, it was another rail. And they just keep on fighting. This is a bloodbath. I like it. Let's go. Oh. Nrav, has he missed a rail? This is one of the few, definitely only. And yeah, look at this. He's even able to deny some resources. Rohm couldn't pick up that light in the little acid pit there. And now Nrav is in good position and good stack. And will get the heavy to make matters even worse. Timmy gets 30 damage out. It's not too much, but the rail and the rocket is what it's costing Rom's life here. Totem just prolongs death. And the turret keeps just on shooting on the totem like a madman. Oh my god. Look at that. Nrav finally has enough of it, removes the totem and gives us peace. But yeah, here we go. Nrav still in control. And a very firm, if you ask me. Cycles the items. Rohm only has an estimate, I think, of the mega timing. So Nrav is just gonna look to keep position. Oh, actually, he gave something up. And the stack difference is not too big. If Rohm gets the opening damage here, and he does not, the fight for heavy would be becoming very, very interesting. But in the end, Nrav executes his position well enough. And Rohm gets self-damage from a rocket, unfortunately. So Nrav gets both items again. But Rohm played it safe enough that it doesn't really hurt him all too much. No totem damage here. And the cycle continues. Heavy's in line. Nrav is on the middle ground. Rohm, no, both players on the low ground now. Oh, I thought Rohm had the position on the high ground. And now it's a battle of the aim. Beautiful rail. It knocked his opponent down. But Rohm is so weak that he can't go for another one, as Nrav is finally able to answer back. And the damage output from the Russian is just too big. Rail after rail find its mark. And another one in the end. Rohm can't even deny the light. And Nrav, 4 frags up, is really making Rohm pay for everything he picks up. Or rather, anything. Boom. And that got him shot on the acid. And the ring out on Veil of North. Or as it correctly seems to be pronounced, Veil of North. Anyway, a ring out. You don't see it every day on this map. Ah, did I pronounce it correctly then? I'm glad. Okay. Nrav, 6 frags. Rohm only 1, and it's not that Rohm is not doing anything, but Nrav seems to be completely out-railing his opponent, which when you're out of control is actually making matters so much harder than Yeah, because you basically can't rely on rail to get you back in control. You just need to find other ways. And this is an unreturned rail, which puts Rohm on somewhat even stack. After the rockets, not so much anymore. Rohm gets position on the item, but he has only the rocket launcher and none of them really hit. And Nrav can just LG the living crap out of his opponent until he dies and gets the item even. Oh, nice awareness. Nrav, good aim. And little jiggle peek showing us some Counter-Strike skills here. With the counter-strafing there. And another frag as Rohm just rides the lightning. Listens to some Metallica right there, and here we go. It's not gonna look like, it's not looking like Nrav is gonna give this map away now. At all. Ooh. And the LG on the bounce pad is so punishing too. Fortunately, he can get some armor back. But Rohm is not able to punish the railgun use up close of Nrav at all. Now both players are railable, and this is a do or die moment for Rohm. But he waits for his totem. And Nrav gets the heavy in the meantime. So, no more die for... well, it's die for Rohm, but not do. Because look at this. He has no stack. Both major items went to his opponent again. Nrav gets that rail out of his opponent's hands. But, yeah, he spawned there, so it doesn't really matter. Nice rail hit from Rohm. Yeah. If Rohm now is able to do anything, but he has the wrong weapon out, and you just saw that Nrav immediately as he heard the tribal knew that his opponent is not going to be able to return fire for at least half a second, which means 62.5 damage unreturned. He took that, and yeah, when he went around that corner, it was the doom for Rohm. And now Rohm even gets caught between rockets and the turret. Wow, what a domination from Nrav. And another rail hits. The man is not even zooming. Okay, let's just check now. Yeah. Nrav is just dominating on the railgun. Denying even the small resources, which means that Rohm is doing damage, but he's just doing it at the wrong time. Rohm can't really find anything that helps him. Yeah, Rohm is basically out of control, and whenever there is a possibility for him to come back, Nrav hits 28 rails in a row, and then it's bye-bye again. Look, Nrav knows he has no weapon, and he just goes up close with the railgun because why not? I have the stack and I know the rotation. And now Rohm is probably still railable. Not anymore after the totem for sure. But Nrav has like 300 stack, so it doesn't really matter how much Rohm has. It's gonna be less anyway. And now the railgun use up close for the first time, it feels like. Rohm is able to punish that. Fortunately for Nrav, Rohm can't get a kill here and build not the slightest of momentum. Oh, this should be one, but yeah, if you peek again, oh. The crosshair was dead on that angle, but Rohm had the faster reactions. And Rohm finally gets some frag and some damage in.
Death is the only rule. I will not grant you that privilege.
Oh, nice rocket. This is an opening. Just go. Oh, the defensive rails on Nrav are so clutch. If he doesn't hit two, then Rohm just keeps going. And if Rohm keeps going, Nrav is gonna die there. But the second rail was so important. Shortly gets Drasimone. Oh, the tribal! That is 105 damage coming out, and the mega disappears. What the hell was that? And rails again. And here we are. It is over. 2600 damage. That's almost the same amount that Rohm has in total. It's just done with rail from Nrav. Crazy. Gonna start the... There we go. Some fun time. Rohm has the last saying of this map. And here we are. Nrav takes map number 1 of this best of 3. And Rohm needs to. He needs to win his map choice now. Which would result in trading maps. And it's not too bad. But 63 rails fired. Ouch. And the hard thing is that 35 of them hit. That must hurt. Nrav is up 1 map now. But next map, as I said, is Corrupted Keep. And this is... Yeah, out of the current map pool, definitely Rohm's best map. By a long shot. And he will try to get it back. Of course he will. Putting into map number 2 already. I'm sorry, this time's prediction won't run 5 minutes. I will make it end a lot sooner. I have to. So just be prepared. I will close the predictions as soon as we jump into the map. Okay.
Prepare to fight.
10 seconds is the time you have left, and then we are gonna go.
3, 2, 1. Fight.
Let's go. And yeah, Nrav spawns over at... Yeah, and this is a standard rush, but Nrav is aware of it, goes towards the other side. As with these spawns, the player that spawns at shotgun is able to do that play. And if he went to the window towards rockets and the upper light, he would aid a shitload of damage. But this also results in Rohm getting lightning gun and HMG and rockets for free. And look at the stack difference. Now Rohm has all the control he needs. And yeah, get the heavy, it doesn't really matter. But Rohm needs to pressure his opponent. Beautiful rocket. Denies the lower light, and now the upper light is what's left. Rohm still has overstack on HP, and Nrav is left with no overstack anymore. Oh. Yeah. This time they swap the items again, and I think for Nrav that's a very welcoming swap. Oh, but the HMG battle... Rohm actually seems to have the better end of this, and after that rocket, even that light armor won't be able to even out the stacks. It's similar enough still, but yeah, Nrav needs to be careful, and now he's going to go for a trap with probably the orb use, if necessary. Rohm has high ground. Rohm actually takes the item, but eats a direct rocket for his troubles again, and they just swap. Swabbledy double. Oh, huge rockets coming out of both players. Oh, huge damage rather. Both players fall back, find some resources. Similar stacks again. Tribal against HMG up close is a rather unusual fight, but look at the stack difference. Rohm has a bad position though, and Nrav should be able to get out of there. And he is. Rohm thought he was definitely out of control there. Risking a drop could have resulted in him dying. And he went the safe... yeah, he chose the safe way. And look, it wasn't even that bad. One decent rocket and some HMG. Stacks are not that different. Nrav slightly favored in the armor department. Oh, Orb is being used, but Nrav doesn't really want to do that yet, so they just wait. They want to make they want the other player to make a mistake so bad, and Nrav, good position now, good stack, and Rohm is in a very, very bad place at the moment. He finds a way out undamaged and actually gets some opening shots, but it's before the item again, and the mega pickup is not really punished. That 15 armor are not too bad. Rohm now is just trying to get somewhat of a position, but look at Nrav patience. This is great play from him, and yeah, he just makes sure that Rohm is not like getting the damage or the trap he wants. Rohm, on the other hand, is still able to get the item, and look at that! Without the orb, close-up shotgun can't save Rohm. It's all Nrav with the shotgun. No, with the rockets, actually. Rohm had the shotgun. All Nrav and getting frag number 1. And Rohm has no stack again. I mean, Nrav is not exactly tanky right now as well, but at least he has something. And now we will see Rohm pick up the lights and Nrav the heavy, and now it's all even Stevens. Yo, Zenaku, thank you for the rate. I hope you had good practice today. We are watching the second map of a best of 3 between Rohm and Nrav, and Nrav took map number 1. So, welcome everyone from Zenaku's stream, of course, and yeah, just see what Nrav can do in control. Rohm seems to have his troubles at utilizing the positions he has to get maximum damage. He has been able to get items here and there, but apart from that one full-on fight they had where Nrav got the frag, there's not much fights happening, and a beautiful rocket there from the Russian actually completely stops Rohm in his tracks and in his approach as well. And now it's heavy free again for Nrav. Rohm tries to trap, has the light to fall back onto, and I like that he used it a lot later, so it, yeah, the 50 armor is 50 armor for him and not just being able to remove. Even 2 HMGs can't do what Rohm needs them to do. That Nrav is actually hurting after this, and now, yeah, good first rocket, but not good enough. He needed like 200 damage from that to justify pushing for this heavy. A little bit of chip damage, but now the upper light is hard to take for Rohm, and yeah, Nrav knows it, just pushes in. And it's a Mexican standoff, or rather, not really, because none of the players wanted to push in. So both will get out, and the upper light is what Rohm kind of needs as well. Somewhat come in the proximity of Nrav's stack here, as Nrav is cycling all the major items for days on out. Oh, and the orb steals away the mega, and now Rohm is in a world of hurt, but he deals so much damage with the shotgun. That's like all he could ask for. 7 seconds until the major items, 2 frags lead. Rohm could push that. He has rockets and he has shotgun, and look at the damage output. But no, he wants the frag of the teleporter. Nrav is not gonna give him that. Goes into the little hallway and uses Ranger's great passive. Mitigate like little rocket jump damage to get some stack back, and now he's not even that low. I mean, of course, Rohm has a better stack, but Nrav is not in fear of dying any shot. Good rockets from above, and now the tables have turned. What Rohm did last heavy, Nrav is doing now. And Nrav is getting the frag as well, so now it's 3 frags up. Rocket not finding the frag, and now it's Rohm on the board, finally. The much needed frag for the German. And now the German is actually getting thrashed by Nrav's shotgun there. It could have worked. Not if you go up close with a lightning gun. And there we go. 4 frags up, 2 minutes. Grab to keep, it's still doable. But given how well they have been able to avoid each other, they need to change a lot of things for that to happen. Oh, good rocket. Rohm is decently punishing the pickup in the end. But he is punishing pickups is not enough. He needs frags, and yeah, Nrav is able to soak up all the lights as well, and then Rohm never has equal or better stack. And Nrav is just finishing him off time and time again. Major item, both lights into his pocket. Rohm has no resources. This is not the first rotation where Nrav was able to soak up both lights, heavy and mega. And look at this, now you can just rocket jump up. Rohm will double back. Nrav is aware of that, he's not overcommitting. And even that mega won't save Rohm because he has to go through the TP. Oh, actually, I lied. It's gonna save Rohm. But the light is gone again. And rocket jump passive and another light. Look at this. And now he has double the stack of the German. And Nrav is gonna get another frag. Rohm, nothing to do there. Nrav is just controlling the entire map. Very, very great play. And his frag number 8. And now with 20 seconds left, I think it's fair to call GG's. Well played, Nrav. And I think Corrupted Keep was just amazingly well controlled. Look at the item difference. That's massive.
You lose.
That means Rohm is gonna go down to the lower bracket.